Okay, what's up, everybody? Brad Holmes, took the podium today to talk about offseason plans, kind of what he's thinking, what's going on. So it was 30 minutes. Who knew that was must-see TV? But when Brad Holmes talks, you listen, you try to take some things away. So I wanted to provide some things that he said that awesome takeaway stuff. So first thing he said was that I thought was interesting. He's like, yeah, 9-8. 6-1, 5-1 in the division is an improvement. It's an improvement. And he didn't really go much further than that. And he said, we're just getting started. And he kind of was serious about that. It wasn't, hey, this is great. Aren't we doing great? It was, we're just getting started. And I really believe that because you remember the first year he came here, taking over Patricia, really turning that entire thing around. He had to go get a guy like Anzalone. You had to go get a Khalif Raymond. Some of these guys that's like, oh my gosh, but that's, kind of all we could afford. But he was super selective. He mentioned those guys being key to the turnaround. Then you have to just make a decision on Galladay. Yeah, it's like, do you keep this guy? No, bye. Galladay's gone. What a great decision that was, right? So that first year was really setting the foundation. He said it. We had to establish our culture. We had to get things going that first year. And then he said, just got to stick to the plan and get things right. And this year really took that step and really, he said, hey, we have a plan. And when the plan didn't look good there when we were 1-6, they decided we need to stick to our plan. We actually believe in our plan, stay the course. And he said, I'm not afraid to admit that if a plan's not working, you got to change it. But they truly believed that the plan was working. They were seeing improvement. They were right there. They stayed the course. Thankfully, they did. And now it looks like the Lions are going to take off. They finished the season one of the most exciting teams, most well-run teams, top to bottom, organization, leadership, GM, coach, development, coordinators are getting picked up left and right for interviews. I can't believe it. I mean, really, I can't believe that we're at this point where we've put ourselves and we got to prove it again, but I'm just saying we've put ourselves in that Steelers conversation, Ravens, just off the top of your head when you think of franchises that are just year in and year out, well run, bulletproof. They're going to have guys coming and going. They make good, smart decisions versus Lions of old, the Browns, the Texans, the Jets, the Giants, a little bit, those teams that have been forever just not doing well. So let me look at why when he says we're just getting started, let me just give you an example of some of the things that could happen just in the draft, not even our own free agents or and by the way, let's talk about that. Our free agents on our own team. He really spent some time talking about that. I thought that was interesting. He said that him and Ray Agnew have already met with every guy that's contract is up for sure, right? So there's going to be guys that have years left on their deal that you might restructure or might even cut or whatever. But these are the guys that we know their contract has ended. John Kaminsky is one of those guys. John Kaminsky said he wants to come back. He wants absolutely to come back, which that is what we've developed is instead of, hey, I just want the best. I just want the most amount of money, whatever. It's shoot, I like it here. I like how I'm treated. I like how we play. I like the culture. And so you've given yourself an upper hand. You're not just outbidding or just in a bidding war with these other teams and franchises trying to get guys. Same with outbound free agents that we want to come in. Why would you want to come into Detroit to play for Matt Patricia? You don't. So you'd have to overpay this free agent. Now guys are looking inward. Hey, I like what I see in Detroit. You got an upper hand. You're going to get treated well. You're going to win. You've got a quarterback. And I got another video on Jared Goff and what he had to say there. So stay tuned for that. But when he says he's just getting started, let's take a look at that. Exactly what he's talking about. Let's just look at the draft order again. Again, we have pick 6 and we have pick 18. 6 and 18. So you go to the big board here. And let's just look at what we need. Interior offensive lineman. Remember, we have pick 6 and 18, I said. Osiris, 6'5", 350 is right around that. Could be a potential, right? So you're going to add And I would love to see us add an interior lineman. Be awesome, right? We need a guard. We need some depth at center. Evan Brown might go. We need depth on the interior offensive line to really solidify that, and I mean, make that something really special. Another one, corner. Same. Look at all these guys. 12, 13, 14, 6'2", 6'2", fast, length. Ringo, I like. And now what you've got, you can kind of get a solidify that secondary, where that's an area that we've kind of struggled, and we've shown that, man, that's the formula. We've got a team that can rush the quarterback, but then we can cover. Another one, look at running back here. Let me get this out. Running back, Bijan Robinson, of course, Gibbs. So these are some guys with our second round pick that we could take. Zach Evans, Bigsby. There's good names out there. Zach Charbonnet. Hey, man, haven't seen you in a while. The old Michigan running back. So you've got just some talent there. And then the last one that I like is just D-line. D-line, you're going to get a couple different names up at the top. Carter will be gone. Breeze we've talked about. But you've got Mozzie Smith type of guy, right, that you get in the third round or something that's still hanging around. There's just so much potential in our draft because we have 2 first rounds, 2 second round picks. So that's just an example of what we're going to do. There's just really good names out there still. And then, so you look at, we're going to have the upper hand re-signing our own guys. You were just here. You just lived it, breathed it. To just walk away for a few extra bucks to another team, I just don't see that happening. So you're going to be in the upper hand with John Kaminsky. And we'll do another video on all our upcoming, our own free agents that we want to go get. Again, Brad Holmes is never going to go for the big name and overpay. So you've got these middle tier guys that, why wouldn't you come here? And it's like, I'm going to take less money because a lot of these free agents are in second, third contracts. I've been around the league. I'm not going to go take more money and just go to the Texans. I'm not going to go to the Raiders. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go to the Lions. They've got a quarterback. They've got everything set. If you're a backup depth offensive lineman, I'm going to go to the Lions. It's stable. I can't believe I'm saying it. It's just stable and it's good. And then you look at the draft, that's where Brad Holmes, we've got draft capital at the top. And then Brad Holmes is really good at the back of the draft. So the Lions are just getting started personnel-wise. And that is what's scary because we outcoached our talent this year. We just really did. On the defensive side of the ball, especially in the back half of the year. We've got guys that are going to be good, but man, Kirby Joseph comes along. Tracy Walker comes back. Charles Harris maybe comes back. Levi maybe comes back from injury. All of a sudden, it just starts adding up, and you've got this deep team. It's no longer just, hey, we got some talent. It's like we got talent everywhere and deep, too deep. That's what we're looking for. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Brad Holmes, more to come on what he had to say and what's going on with him, but love to see that Brad Holmes is ready to go and that 9-8 is great. It's an improvement, but we're just getting started. See you on the next one.